Well, this next one is for all my beer drinkers out there, or for people who just appreciate an art form. This weekend is the 21st annual Festival of Wood and Barrel-Aged Beer happening in Chicago. It's North America's largest barrel-aged beer festival, and it's also a fundraiser for the Illinois Craft Brewers Guild. Here to chat about all what you can taste this weekend is Ray Stout, Executive Director for the Guild. Ray, thanks for joining us. I know you're super busy today.
I'm so happy to be here with you guys, though.
Okay, talk to me about the festival's tasting sessions. I mean, what should visitors prepare themselves for?
So, as you mentioned, FOBAB is the largest and most prestigious barrel-aged beer festival in North America. And so we're expecting around 200 breweries bringing about 400 beers across 12 different categories. And so festival goers are in for a lot of choice in front of them.
No kidding. And when you talk about the competition portion, you've got, 400 beers, ciders, meads, and perries for judging. First of all, I've never even heard of that. What's a perry?
A perry is a pear cider.
Of course. Well, there it is. Well, you've got to be looking forward to this competition. Does it just get bigger every year?
It gets bigger every year, and now we have breweries coming from 24 different states to have their beer compete, in addition to hundreds of Illinois breweries as well. So it's a festival that's really bringing people into the state, and that's what makes it so exciting.
Well, let's get back to the barrel-aged part of this puzzle. We've talked about it a couple times here in our show, What's Brewing, with our craft beer show, Brewed. But remind us, how intense this process can be.
It really is an example of both the alchemy and the artistry of craft beer, right? And so you basically take a beer that you've already brewed and put it into a barrel or age it in wood, anywhere between 12 months to 2 years to 3 years. And so what happens is you pick up a lot of those characteristics of the barrel. And so that your beer program becomes more like a wine program or a whiskey program, where you're taking those notes and incorporating it into the beer and blending it with other beers or adding other flavors. And it really is, a really unique and special experience that you can only really have in Illinois.
Okay, so if someone has never tried barrel-aged beer before, give us your insider tip, Ray. I mean, what's your favorite?
I would say a lot of them are pretty high in alcoholic volume, so my tip would be to go slow. But a lot of times when you put a barrel-aged stout into bourbon barrels, it picks up a lot of chocolatey and coconut notes, and it turns into almost a desserty thing. So I equate it to port wine rather than regular wine. And so my tip to folks that come out to FOBAB is to try everything, because it's a tasting, right? So try something that you're not familiar with. Try a perry if you've never heard of perry before, because you don't know what you're missing out on if you haven't tried it.
I love that. Ray, thank you so much for joining us today. You've got a lot to do before Friday.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, guys, one more time. The 21st Festival Barrel-Aged Beers is taking place this Friday and Saturday at the UIC Credit Union Arena in Chicago. Friday's festivities will go from 6 to 10 p.m., and then Saturday is going to be from 1 to 5 p.m. General admission tickets can be found at FOBAB, that's FOBAB.com.